On today's episode of Identity, co-founder of Davidson Book Club, Kwandile Skhosana, hangs out in the Identity coffee shop. We take a short lift to Hillbrow to experience the Career Expo. And our What's Happening segment features the review of a Christian Bible quiz app and a self-development website.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Good day, Mzansi for show viewers, and welcome to Identity, the multi-faith magazine show that showcases the different faiths, religions, and spiritual practices of Mzansi's youth. I'm your host, Viwe Gxwala. Njengeqela le-Identity, injongo yethu kukuniphathela inkqubo emandi ephuhlisa ubomi bakho. Undwendwe lwethu, ibali lethu, neziqendu zethu zizawutsho ngqo kuloo ntetho. Wena nje sondeza ikomiki yakho yekofu, uzilungiselela ubona undwendwe lwethu olugqambileyo. Masidibane naye. The young man joining me today has a clear and larger vision for improving the lives of the youth in Davidson. Kwandile is the co-founder and chairperson of Davidson Book Club, an organization that seeks to address illiteracy by establishing many libraries and book clubs for disadvantaged communities through partnerships with community developers across the country. The organization hosts various campaigns, from feeding the homeless and clothing street kids to providing free basic project management skills, computer skills, and entrepreneurship. In 2017, Kwandile was listed on the Mail and Guardian for his work with his organization for establishing 14 libraries/book clubs. He was recently awarded by the Premier of Gauteng for Special Service and Excellence Award in Education and Skill Development. With that said, I felt compelled to invite him for coffee and cupcakes, and he agreed. Kwandile, welcome to Identity.
Thank you so much for having me here.
It's a pleasure having you. I just want to find out, what was your upbringing like?
So I was raised by a community of women, so it wasn't just my mother, but there was a lot of people that contributed towards me being who I am today. So I was raised by my aunts, my grandparents, and so many other people. So I can say the reason why I'm so involved with the community is because I understand community. That's where I come from. So yeah, so there was that, and I was born in a household of hustlers. So I learned from an early age that you need to do something, okay? So in grade 4, I started my own business. So I was selling sweets. I used to travel by train early mornings, so selling sweets and whatnot. So with that, I got to understand the principles of having to run your own thing, run your own business, and how to make it sustainable.
Okay, so you speak about having a thorough foundation, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to spirituality, how is it then introduced in your life, and what role does it play?
Funny story, actually. At first, it was forced onto me. So you wouldn't want to be disowned by a grandparent. So my grandparents, Christ the Redeemer, everyone was forced to go to church. And I hated it, but it happened. But after I understood that no matter what, you need to be firmly grounded on the principles of Jesus, God, understand that there's a greater power. And also, you need to be around certain people that will mold you into the person that you ought to be in the future. So church was that for me.
It's about having a purpose. But then you spoke about having entrepreneurship skills from a very young age. But you're currently pursuing a law degree. So how did that come about?
So I am the prospective president of this country. So that needs to be known. So I think for a person in this day and age to be or have a dream to be a president or anything of substance, you need to understand the career that you're getting into. And these days, like right now, we are talking about land reform, Section 25. If you don't understand those things, it will be very difficult for you to communicate with the people that need to vote for you, need to campaign for you, and all these things. So I think for me, understanding human rights, understanding what people need, and aligning that with my studies is very important in terms of development. So I'm studying law for that, and also because I do a lot of other things, right? So campaigns, you deal with women who've suffered some kind of domestic violence, some are dealing with contractual law, they need assistance, they can't afford lawyers. So I want to be that for them until I get to a place where I can say, okay, I'm ready to be the president of this country.
All right. And something that you're very passionate about is your organization, i-Davidton Book Club.
Yes.
Let
me tell you a story. So I was in grade 11, kicked out of class because I didn't have the necessary textbooks. So at that stage, I thought, you know what, this is a period for me to run my business. So it was fun. I thought, yeah, I get a free period. But then I got out of school and then I realized, no, man, this is a bigger problem. Yes, I thought it was a free period to sell sweets, so on and so forth. But imagine what could have happened if I was in class studying accounting around the time. Maybe I could have been an accountant. I then asked myself, how many more students in varsity don't have textbooks? I looked around. There's quite a lot of people. Slept, had a dream. If you're a spiritual person, God was talking to me through that dream. He said, you're going to wake up, the next day you're going to start a book club. So I went around door to door asking for books because black people sometimes decorate with books. So I went door to door. I mean, we collected about 100,000 books within a month. Door to door. And then radio, TV, print, and everyone caught on to this hype. They wanted to help us. So today we're sitting with 2 million books based on that. So then we started asking ourselves, how many more communities around the country need these books? So then that's how the whole book club thing started. So it's not just one book club, but it's a lot of book clubs that we've started because we understood the need for access of education.
Sure. And so I want to find out more about, because you're really passionate, you sound really passionate about, the work that you do with young people. So I want to find out, how are you looking into making a difference, a positive and sustaining difference through the organization that you have with the work that you do with young people?
So, I mean, you mentioned something about training.
Yeah.
So the minute education feels like a foreign concept, you won't have pride in it, and you won't transfer the information of having to be educated in your own family. So imagine if education has a personal difference that it makes into your life. So what we did is, we took people relatively wouldn't be able to go to varsity because of fees or whatever the case may be. We ensured that they got a higher education and training course for free, accredited, right? So we are tutoring their kids in reading and writing, comprehension, dictations, and all those things, and their parents are getting education. And then we link them up with jobs. So that child sees their parents every day going to a Davidton Book Club session, getting educated, getting employment, because 180 people from that course got employment. So getting employed, then that child will grow up knowing that education played a sustainable development role in ensuring that this family has bread at the end of the day. And the minute we all start talking education, everyone wants to know what they can do to equip themselves through education. And then it becomes a whole culture, So I think that's how you sustain and you cultivate the necessity of education in our communities.
Of course, by changing the narrative of it all. And let's speak about the Arbor Week, the Davidton Book Club Arbor Week, which is a tree planting initiative. What inspired that, and tell us more about it?
More of our work is looking into socio-economic issues that we have in the country. And then we realize there's a bigger call for environmental education.
Sure.
So kids need to know that planting a tree ensures that for the next generations, you're able to alleviate poverty. Because now, it's not just trees that we plant, it's fruit trees. So those kids enabled to get a narki, a lemon, a peach from a tree that they planted a few years back. Then they will start having respect for nature because nature gives them fruits. So when we say, bring back the land, we want to start farming, want to do all these things. If kids from an early age as grade 1 can see how the environment plays a role in their everyday conversation, then they'll be able to become better farmers or better people in the environmental space. Maybe those kids will become entrepreneurs within the solar space, within the environmental space, through an initiative that Davidton initiated. So,
okay, let's talk about the Gauteng Premier Awards that you recently received an award for. Tell us about this prestigious award and what it felt like for you.
The Premier Award is a big thing because Gauteng alone is such a big, it's such a big province. And being recognized amongst one of the people who are doing great work is also fulfilling because it also leads to a lot of things. I mean, I'm here today God knows if it was through that award. God knows what more it can do, you know, in terms of my development. And I mean, we've also been to the British Parliament, gave a speech there. So all of this, 5-10 years back, I wouldn't have thought a boy from an informal settlement in Davidson would be sitting here today, you know. So I'm very blessed to be where I am, and I hope that kids can look at me one day and think, this guy is just like us. There's nothing special about him. He just continued to do what he believed in. And I mean, all of these things are coming together, and yeah, I'm just blessed, you know.
All right, so we're going to get into our word game, and it's a true or false word game, right? So I can see you're already starting to get amped about it. Are you ready? So you need to answer true or false, all right? Singer Miriam Makeba was the first South African to win a Grammy Award.
True.
Nelson Mandela was the third black president.
False.
South Africa has the most official languages in the world.
False.
South Africa's 2010 Soccer World Cup mascot was named Lee.
False.
Kwandile Skhosana is a co-founder and the chairperson of Davidton Book Club.
True.
Of course it is.
Did I get like...
You did pretty well.
Yes.
For me. Like a good 6 out of 10. Thank you so much, Kwandile, for joining us on Identity. You're truly an inspiration. Please keep it up.
Thank you so much, Viwe, for having me on Identity.
In the words of Dada Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Kwandile is proof that Mzansi's youth is in safe hands, and we wish him well as he'll keep advocating for the youth development and empowering the youth with tools to better themselves. Lixesha lekhefu. Xa sibuya silibhekise Hillbrow uyobona ezemfundo. Wangaphoswa sisiqendu sethu se-media review esibonisa i-app yeBhayibheli yamakholwa kwaye newebsite eza kunikeza umfutho. Siyabuya ngoku.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back. You're still watching Identity with me, Viwe Gxwala, right here on SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Thank you for staying tuned. Lixesha ngokulokungena kwibali lethu lanamhlanje. Sandufumana umyalezo ku-Instagram ovela kuThato Khwili, umbukeli oyithanda kakhulu i-Identity, ofuna usixelela ngebali elakhanayo. Ubhale esithi, Hi Identity team, my name is Thato Khwili. I live in the inner city of Johannesburg. I've been watching your show for a while, and when I came across the Hillbrow Career Expo flyer, I knew you guys would be as interested in finding out more about them as I was. So I'd like your team to join me as I hang out with the youth of Hillbrow as they'll be learning about the different career paths they can follow. I hope to see you guys in Hillbrow soon. Regards, Thato. When we received this message, we were more than delighted to go and witness this very informative activation. So we grabbed our cameras and headed to Hillbrow, Johannesburg. This is what we came back with. Take a look.
This is my identity.
Hello Identity viewers, Nakalina Thato Khwili and I am your guest presenter for today. Today we're in Hillbrow attending a career expo held by the community of Hillbrow for bona gore ba khone ba bontsha the options that are out there for them. Mogopole gore theme ya rona ya gompieno ke take yourself further. I have a feeling we are going to have a lot of fun today, but you don't need to take my word for it, just come with me. Right now, I'm joined here by Kahudi Madiba, who's one of the program directors there expo today. Kahudi, welcome to Identity. Would you please tell me why you decided to today?
Okay, the reason why I decided to do this here today is we care about the kids of Hillbrow. We're an outreach foundation, so we make a whole lot of events. We deal with the youth of Hillbrow. So we wanted these kids to interact with the people that are in these different career fields. So we brought in a whole lot of people. We brought in your actors, we brought in your chess coaches. So we brought people that this youth want.
Could you please tell us how important faith is to you and how do you use it on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, when things don't go well, just leave it to God and have your faith. You know, I have my faith. Regardless of whether event starts bad or wrong, I keep on having that faith. Never let it bend, because you know somebody told me that there are candles, but the one candle that should never switch off is the faith candle.
So what are you hoping that the young people who are attending this event today are going to take from it?
Okay, well, I'm hoping that they will know what career fields they want to go in. We want them to be informed about which careers to take and where to go when they want to follow those careers.
Right now, I'm joined by Mzansi, who's a social worker and one of the keynote speakers here more conferencing today. How important is it for bana ba banyane gore ba attend these kinds of events?
The importance of this thing is to know yourself and know your direction. For instance, in my case, I went out to take some other direction. I took about 10 years realizing that, no man, what I've been doing, it's not my passion, it's not my dream. So I had to come back and I realized that age is nothing that can stop you. You mustn't build a world for yourself. So you rather continue on what you want to do by yourself, because at the end of the day, you will all be alone in life.
We are now joined by Viwe, who is the youth leader ya acting department gona mo outreach foundation ya mona mo Hillbrow. Why you choose to be part of this event today?
It's because once in a life I needed inspiration myself, and I was lucky that I inspired myself to be where I am. And I believe that if I do give some of my insights and my story, youth, because I work with youth every day, they can be inspired with my story.
How important is God more merekong o dirang le bana mona mo community center?
We all have to have a center in life. We all have to be centered somewhere. It doesn't matter who you believe in, how you believe in, whatever. I grew up in a godly family. My grandmother took me to church. So I believe that God is our anchor, is our strength. I pray, and the kids need to have some center.
Standing next to me right now is Simo, one of the leaders of the dance crews that just gave us the best performance ever. So according to you, how important is it for the youth to attend such events?
I think it's very important because, in a sense, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school. I knew, but I didn't know how to get to it, you know. So if there are platforms like this that are open more, then people know how to get to where they want to.
For someone sitting at home watching the show right now, what words of inspiration would you send to them?
Determination, determination, determination. If you have a goal, go out, get it. Write your goals down, actually, you know. If you write them down, it makes it easier. You make like a map of, okay, when I start here, I'm going to go there and then carry on from wherever, you know.
Why did you come here today?
Well, I'm in the journey of finding my career path, and I thought coming here to gain some knowledge about other careers would be of great use, considering the fact that I'm in matric this year.
Is it important for us to go to such events?
It is extremely important because, considering the fact that looking in the past, many people didn't have the chance to being given this opportunity to actually be told and being advised on what to look at actually. And I think this is a great opportunity because now I know which direction to go on and what not.
Could you please tell us how you
Okay, so initially this was an invitation from my school, and I just thought it would be interesting for me to come and find out about the different career options that are there in the world and to just see where I fit in. A lot of times, especially as the millennials, we like to do things that everyone else is doing, you know. We like to get into the fashion, the things that everyone else is doing, but we don't actually find out what our true passions are, what we truly love to do with our lives. And I think that was very important because it should make you think about the things that you want to do and what you want to spend your whole life doing.
Viewers, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm hoping that you guys had as much fun as I did. We went through Rabona the activity. We got to check out some really great career paths that might help you guys out there. Thank you so much to the Identity team for coming through and spending the day with us. Right now, though, let's go back to Viwe in studio.
Enkosi kuthato no Lordwick Madiba ngokwabelana nathi ngelibali elakhanayo kangaka. Kuyavuyisa ubona ulutsha lwaseMzansi lixhasana ngoluhlobo. Sibanqwenela konke okuhle. If you'd like to share an uplifting story with our Mzansi for Show viewers, it's simple. Let us know by sending an email to identitytvshow@gmail.com. And who knows, the Identity team might just surprise you with a visit. It's time for one more break. When we come back, we head into today's What's Happening segment, which features the review of a Christian Bible quiz app and an inspirational website. We'll be right back.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Usabukeli identity khonapha kwiqongela phambili SABC1 Mzansi for sure. Viwe Gxwala. If you've just tuned in, here's what you missed. Co-founder and chairperson Gxwala helped get the show off to an inspired start. We then headed to Hillbrow, where we were informed about different career choices. Now it's time for this week's media review segment. This is What's Happening. Improving your spiritual health and knowledge is important because it may help you feel better and spiritually healed. Here's an app that will help you boost and also quiz your knowledge about spirituality. It's called 3R Bible Quiz. 3R Bible Quiz app is a riveting set of biblical questions, specifically designed for people who are eager to learn scriptures and those who want to grow spiritually. The app presents the users with a series of biblical questions which assist the user to gain knowledge in a fun way. The homepage offers 5 categories to choose from, such as people, places, events, statements, and miscellaneous. To start, you must at least select 2 categories and then proceed to press play. The quiz level page gives you 3 options to choose from, such as easy, intermediate, and advanced levels. If you're still learning Bible scriptures as a beginner, it's safe to choose the easy level option. The more you get better, the easier it will become, and you can then progress to choose more difficult levels. The player will be presented with a 60-second timer in each quiz question. The wrong answers will be highlighted in a red color, and the correct answer will be underlined. At the end of each round of 15 questions, your score will be displayed in percentages. Stay inspired and motivated in your walk of faith with the help of 3R Bible Quiz. I can't wait to test my knowledge on that informative app. Now on to our next review. It's a collection of motivational articles that will boost your knowledge and take you to the right direction in your career. It's called www.thestrive.co. www.thestrive.co is a collection of inspirational articles to boost your knowledge and motivate you to the right direction. It was created to inspire and help you conquer your dreams. The homepage offers a selection of recently posted motivational articles. Under the categories option, select personal development to read up articles that will help you reach your full potential, shared by different entrepreneurs from all walks of life. The entrepreneurship tab offers reading material and tips to be financially independent and how to become a self-made mogul. For some inspirational content to help you navigate different areas of your life and help you strive more, select the Self-Discipline tab, where you'll read up on self-improvement and how to build self-discipline. Perhaps you want to listen to some eye-opening conversations from other successful people. Select the Podcast tab for some non-sugar-coated conversations from different leaders who are changing the world. Make sure you improve your life by visiting www.thestrive.co. Sifike ekugqibeleni kwenye inkqubo ye-identity. Xumanani nathi ku-Facebook, ku-Twitter naku-Instagram. Social media yonto yakho ncam. Suba nexhala. Ungasibhalela incwadi kwidilesi identitytvshow@gmail.com. From me, Viwe Gxwala, and the Identity team, stay blessed. Goodbye.